Welcome to another video in our series helping you to use Trim 3D Building Designer. In this one we're going to look at the beautiful windows that ScaleCast make, and remember that they are standalone windows, they're not tied to a brick. So this window that you can see here on the screen, the blue window, is a shed window. It's the largest one that they produce apart from the cathedral window, which you can see a little to the right. And we're going to put that blue window onto the face. You can see how large it is compared to the normal building blocks. The difficulty with this is that some people have said when they move it onto the face, what happens is that it disappears into the face or even goes behind the face of the model. So we're going to use a technique to try and get that window somewhere in the middle of those four building blocks there. And the technique that we're going to use is to grab this crossing here, this interstice, and we are going to get a piece at the back of it and put it onto that second horizontal line above the midpoint. That's the theory. Let's see if we can implement it. So we'll click on the move icon, we'll zoom into the window, and at that crossing piece we want to get the back point. Can you see where the little purple dot is now? We want to grab that and move it across. Now there's two things that we're looking for here. We're looking for a midpoint on that line, and we're looking for a little sign that says on face in group. And we're trying to get those two together. So we're on the face in the group now, it keeps disappearing behind it, and we want to get in the midpoint of that line there. And if we can just get those two together, then we can click and say, thank you, that's in position. This takes a little bit of dexterity with the mouse to do this, but once it's in place, click. It's in place. Now we can go and click on the left, on the cursor arrow, top left, and let's zoom out a little bit so we can see that that looks pretty good. If we orbit around, we can see that, yes, it's just perfectly on the face of the brick, on the face of the four bricks. If we zoom out and orbit back round, we'll see how it is centered. I think you can see it's certainly centered very well left to right. It might be a little bit high for your taste, but I quite like that as it is. That's the end of this video. I hope that's been helpful. Please do remember that we have got a YouTube channel called London Web Software, and that's got lots of other useful videos on them and how to try and improve your use of Trim 3D Building Designer. Also, please do go to our websites, londonwebsoftware.com and trim.co.uk.